Okay, so we were at this position. Okay, that particular time net power was off, so we'll start again. Okay, before that we'll check all the positions should be at 0. Okay, we'll start this. We'll rotate the. We'll push the your DC start. Okay? This starts and we'll seek over here that rating should be around 1500. We'll increase this. Now we have achieved the rated speed, okay, required speed. Now what we'll do, you can see over here, these are your residual voltage and residual current, okay, because this is rotating at 1500 RPM, okay, it's rotating at 1500 RPM, so because of that, these are the residual voltage what we are getting, and you can see at this position that it has been running. So what we will do, we'll excite this, okay, over here it is the excitation. So we'll excite and we'll fix that particular point to a. You can see the changes. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3, and it's coming when it is low. Okay, we'll try to match it. Okay, we'll also silently increase the speed. Okay, we don't have to let the speed to be decreased. Okay, now we could synchronize that by pressing this. Okay, we could synchronize this. Now it has been synchronized. So we can see this is your dark one, that is the RR, it is blackened, and over here this bright one is being brightened. Okay, so we'll come closely and we could see, okay, this RR. Okay, this RR is your this, and these two are brightened, and it has been made. Okay, you could see either this is also in the same synchronized manner. Okay, everything is synchronized. Either we decrease or increase, there would be no effect in this. Okay, there would be no effect in this particular segment. Okay, this is what the synchronizations happen. Okay, at this particular point your synchronization occurs. Okay, in this position. Now what we have to do is, for active and reactive control, you have to change this particular segment, you have to increase it. Okay, you have to increase this particular point to more extent. Okay, we don't have extra component over here, we have to increase it. Okay, so for increasing, we could assume that this is your W and this is your W2 value. You have to measure these values, okay, before changing this. And even you could see the this particular point, okay, 201 and 2.13. Now this motor current should not exceed the rated value. You don't have to exceed that. Okay, now what you have to do, now you have to increase this particular point. Okay, so you could be seeing it will be changing. It's changing. Okay, though we are increasing our speed, it is constant. Okay, there is no effect in the change, but it is changing, and due to this, we could see there will be a change in this particular fashion as well. Okay, it will be changing, and it is changing, and this is also changing. It is changing parallelly. Okay, current is changing. This is also changing parallelly, right? This is what you have to do. Now we will go to the again to the normal position. Okay, where it's for 2.10. Okay, at this position we were connected. Okay, we were at this particular position. Okay, we were at this position. Now for reactive control, you don't have to move or you have to change your prime mover. This is your prime mover, that is your DC, right? You don't have to change this. What you have to change? You have to change this particular point, that is your excitation part. Okay, this is your excitation, alternator excitation. You have to change this. Now, if you will decrease this part, you will go for lagging part. If you increase, it will be going for the leading part. That you have to keep in mind while seeing. Now, what will be changing? When you are changing this, it will be changing, and simultaneously this and this reading will also be changing. The frequency and this would be constant. Okay, for that particular period and for that particular time. Okay, so you have to keep that instant in your mind. So first I would be increasing your this part, and then we'll come to again to the same part. Okay, so what we have to keep in mind, this reading. Okay, at present it is 0.516, so we would be keeping at this at 0.56 at the initial state. Okay, when we will be reading. Okay, now you have to increase. You will increase the excitation. Okay, we are increasing the excitation. There is no changes in this. There would be no changes in this particular point. Only there would be a small effect in this, and this too would be changes. Okay, because of that. Okay, there would be no changing on that part. Okay, let's see. So it's increasing. Okay, as we are increasing, it's increasing. Okay, so this and this you have to keep in mind, and you have to calculate the part where V would be constant. Now we'll go to the initial segment, that is what 0.5. Okay, at this position we were. Now we have to decrease this. Okay, so we'll decrease this particular segment in such a manner. Okay, there will be a small changes in this. There would be a changes in this. Okay, when you are going to decrease this. Okay, when you are going to decrease. So this is the active and reactive control procedure. Okay, so you have to come back again at this particular point. Okay, now we are done this. Now the same process you have to follow when you are switching off this particular positions. Okay, then what you have to do is first you have to desynchronize this particular segment. Okay, you have to when you are readings has been taken. Okay, all the particular setups we have done, all the recordings has been done. So what next you have to do? You have to desynchronize that monitor. Okay, so first desynchronize this. Okay, then you will be decreasing this particular segment. Okay, your register part. So only you will be disconnecting this part. You will be okay. This is done. Then again, the process you have to follow is you will be first switching off this. You will be switching off this. Okay, and then you will be switching off this. Okay, this is how you have to do. Okay, this is how you have to be done. Okay, this is how the entire segment needs to be done. Okay, then thereafter you would be switching off your this particular terminal. Okay, this is the entire module. Okay, entire your experiment. Okay, about active and reactive power. The main component is your that particular segment that called your synchronization part. After that is minor changes. Okay, you required to change or to verify according to this, but over here we have only one access we have been provided. This manufacturer, that is your Diamond Electrotech, okay, from Kolkata. What they have done, they have made us such a setup. Okay, and they have provided only one segment, that is your this. Okay, this is one segment you have given the DC drive. Okay, whereas in a particular segment, okay, where you need to you have to draw, okay, you have to do experiment. Okay, so what you will do, you will be connecting two rheostat, one to the to your prime mover, okay, and one to the alternator. Okay, in their field resistance over here, and in armature resistance in your prime mover. Okay, you have to connect, and then thereafter you have to increase or decrease, but it is not been given. Okay, this setup is only been provided from your manufacturer of this setup. Okay, so we could control from this particular segment only. Okay, we'll rotate this particular form in clockwise and anti-clockwise, and thereafter there would be some changes to be made and changes to be done. Okay, this is how this experiment is being performed. Okay, and you could draw the entire segment. Okay, it's a very easy part. You have to just keep in mind to synchronize this part. Okay, after synchronization, if you move your if you move your prime mover or you move your excitation of the alternator, there would be no changes. Okay, or the changes would be happening, so it will be same for this. Okay, voltage would be constant, frequency would be constant. What will be affecting only, it will be affecting your ampere. Okay, as we know, the active and reactive control is there, means power is being recorded and power is being calculated at this particular segment. Okay, so what will be there, the effect will be on your A. Okay, V is constant. Okay, V is constant, frequency is constant. We are not changing that particular manner. Now what we are changing, we are changing your current. Okay, by providing more prime mover, more resistance in this, so we are increasing the more and more current is being providing, or more speed is being enjoyed in it, but it is not the speed is not changing, but we are providing the movement to it, more current to it. So because of this effect would be there, then only your active and reactive power would be changing. Okay, when there is no effect in ampere and there is no effect in V and there is no effect in frequency, how would be your power would be increase or decrease? Okay, so in such a manner, okay, for such case, what we are doing, your voltage is constant, your frequency is constant. The only parameter that is left that should be changed, that is your ampere. Okay, that is changed. So you will be assuming that whenever you are moving, okay, increasing or decreasing your prime mover excitation, okay, the voltage is not decreased in this particular part, or not, neither it's been increased. Okay, nor it is being increased or decreased in this particular segment. Okay, it is constant, it is same. Okay, there is no changes in this. Okay, it's constant for all the segment. Why? Because after synchronization, what happens, we have a bus bar. Okay, the energy flows on that. It's neither been created, not be, okay, it's not be delivered or not be consumed. Okay, neither your motor is delivering more and more this part, this segment. Okay, it's floating. Okay, neither your this being consuming or not delivering. Okay, if it is not be synchronized, the effect, okay, if you haven't synchronized this particular thing properly, okay, because of any of the error you have made, either the phase, the scope, okay, the phase sequence is not matching, what will happen, your alternator would be acting as a motor at that particular time. If you are not changing such wires, and okay, the phase are not there, so what we'll do, it will be start consuming that. Okay, instead of delivering, it will start consuming that. Okay, so it will be, so there would be a vibration at your motor and alternator part, and there would be a chances of breaking of couple, okay, and dismantle of this machine, or heating up, as one would be try to move and another would also try to move, so it will be vibrating, and so damage possibilities would be more in such case. Okay, so this is all about your this particular experiment. and we'll move ahead with a further theory. Okay. So this is all about your active and reactive power control. Fine.